Sweetpeas. Today is a bit of a studio vlog sort of video, although it has a voiceover, so it's a little different. But I have some clips to show you from working earlier this week. This month, I am participating in a patterning challenge, and I'm doing basically every other day for the prompt list. And the prompt that I'm working on in this video is the tea prompt. So I'm not like a huge tea person. I have become more fond of it recently, but I'm much more of a coffee girl. So I was kind of just searching around for some ideas. I went to Pinterest and looked at cute teapots and teacups. Then I also went to Unsplash and looked at things to see if I needed any reference pictures. But in the end, I ended up just basically going with, whatever came to mind and just base it off of various different things and mixing them all together because I wanted something tropical, but of course something that fit. So at this part, as you guys can kind of see, I am working in like a little square on a much bigger canvas, and here I'm just kind of laying out what I think the pattern might actually be. I like to do this when I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do. That way I don't have to worry about the details. I can kind of sloppily sketch what I think might be rather than spend the time on a full refined sketch. And this is what happened. So while I continue working on this, I thought it would also be fun to show you the patterns that I've made so far. So let's take a look at those. The first prompt that I did was the theme of moonlight, which I ended up doing like a Polaroid setting with the moon over the ocean. I kind of reutilized an old illustration. Then the next day was tree, and of course I did a palm tree. I really liked this pattern, and I feel like this one's gonna have a future in a different form. Then wind, I did a by the wind sailor, which is a sea creature, I guess you could say. It's similar to a porpita or a Portuguese man of war. If you want to learn more about them, I posted a bit about it on Instagram. Then the next day was magic, and I did a conch shell because I kept thinking of Moana and like the magical conch shell that comes up. Plus, when you find one, it's a magical day, and I love them. Then the last prompt that I did before this T one was the prompt of game, and I don't play a ton of games, but of course I've recently been playing a lot of games with dog toys, and let's be honest, is probably the main game that I play all the time and I enjoy purchasing as well. So I did a whole bunch of dog toys. So that basically wraps it up for the prints that I have already done. Now we are going to take a look at the time lapse of the illustration or the pattern that I just did. I have reworked and reworked this pattern to get it kind of like not super directional, but I feel like this one, it just kind of lends better or more so to being a directional pattern. So we're going to stick with it. I do like the outcome. I feel like it's really cute. It's very tropical, yet it also still kind of brings in the whole tea vibe because we've got some teapots, we've got teacups of various kinds because we've got the mugs, they've got an iced glass, which, sheesh, that was a hard one to do, but I prefer like a cold brew iced tea that's usually like a raspberry or something fruity, probably mixed with a lot of lemon or apple cider vinegar, all of the above. But yeah, here is the time lapse of that. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this sort of different video. I don't always show like the major sketching part because there's a lot of reworking, and there's oftentimes where the sketch looks nothing like the finished piece. But this time it was kind of very reminiscent of the sketch, yet still also very different. Also, I had fun putting in the like little details like on the spoon. When you look at the handle part at the very tip, there's actually like a seashell kind of hidden there. So I liked hiding and figuring out how to add beachy, oceany, tropical elements to this print because tea, you don't think of those things at all, but I feel like now you might. So I'm gonna let you guys finish up this little time lapse so you guys can see what it fully looks like pattern, and then of course it'll also hit Instagram, I believe today, because today is the 11th, and I think today's the date that I need to post it. If not, it's tomorrow. You guys will see on Instagram if not, but I have definitely been trying to post every other day, if not every day this month, which is very different, but it's been fun because I like participating in challenges. I feel like it brings a sense of community on Instagram, and in many ways makes it feel like what we were all used to in the past when Instagram was like super fun and very full of a good creative community. And I feel like I get that back whenever I participate in these challenges. So if you have ever contemplated participating in a fun art challenge on Instagram, I highly suggest it. I know it's intimidating. If you miss a day, just keep going. It'll be fun and it'll be worth it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!